Good day and welcome to this episode of the X-Celerate webinar series. My name is Louis Hugo, and in this episode, I will tell you more about the AVEVA Dynamic Simulation software. We are faced with a multitude of complex systems within the industry. Determining the behavior of these systems can be fairly easy sometimes, like when we are determining the rate at which a tank will fill up with only one stream filling it. The reality is that the systems usually have multiple streams flowing in as well as multiple streams flowing out. Otherwise, it can sometimes be energy balances with reactions and other heat transfers, which makes the process way too time-consuming to predict the process behavior. Using simulation tools help to reduce costs by conserving resources and reducing the engineering time required. Simulators are effectively used as a training tool, with the best known example probably being pilots that train on flight simulators. In the same way, operators are also trained on simulators to reduce the risk during sensitive procedures. Simulations also help with decision-making by giving a visual output that can be easier to understand while simplifying problem-solving and still returning very accurate results. AVEVA offers a few different simulation solutions that address specific challenges. There are tools that focuses more on operator training. However, the three tools that we are addressing today, namely AVEVA Process Simulation, AVEVA Pro 2 Simulation, and AVEVA Dynamic Simulation, focuses more on the process dynamics and the system design and optimization. I'm giving a brief overview of these three tools to distinguish between them, and then I'll elaborate more on dynamic simulation in this webinar. Firstly, looking at AVEVA Process Simulation. It is the youngest of the three software and combines the capability of doing steady state and transient simulations in one model. This allows the user to have a single model across the asset lifecycle. AVEVA Process Simulation has a library designed to handle renewables, and it can seamlessly integrate with AVEVA Unified Engineering, which streamlines the design process. Moving over to one of the best-known petrochemical simulation tools, AVEVA Pro 2 Simulation. The software has been around for many years, and it is estimated that about 80% of all the distillation columns globally were designed using it. Pro 2 is a steady-state simulator with a vast component and thermodynamic method library. It also integrates seamlessly with AVEVA Unified Engineering to assist process engineers and project teams to produce designs quicker and with more accuracy. It does, however, not handle transient simulations, and this is where AVEVA Dynamic Simulation fills the gap. AVEVA Dynamic Simulation is focused on transient processes. It shares the same vast component and thermodynamic library of AVEVA Pro 2 Simulation and is therefore a great tool to test the process behavior and the startup and shutdown procedures. And it can also be used to train your operators to complete these procedures in a safe manner. So what is and why do we use process simulations? It is for process engineers who need to use mathematical and first principle models. These models represent the process that they are designing or operating. These engineers need a feasible and a low-cost design, and this means they want to reduce the capital cost for greenfield projects or reduce the operating costs for brownfield projects. Dynamic simulation is used to accurately predict the plant's hydraulics, heat and mass transfer, physical properties, and the phase equilibria. The models are also used to study process design, verify equipment and control designs, and evaluate startup, and shutdown procedures. For all this, they can use a simulation tool across the entire life cycle from the feed and design stage to the operational phase to improve and maintain the plant more effectively. AVEVA Dynamic Simulation is a dynamic process simulator used to study process designs and to verify equipment and control designs. The functionality to change inputs during a simulation run allows AVEVA Dynamic Simulation to evaluate the startup and the shutdown procedures, as well as investigate the process dynamics during normal operation. AVEVA Dynamic Simulation can be used to train operators and to certify them in a safe environment. This helps to increase the plant's performance and to avoid accidents. A single process plant modeling environment covers the entire life cycle of the plant. AVEVA Dynamic Simulation seamlessly scales across engineering design, control checkout, and operator training within a single user-friendly environment. Its modular architecture and open interfaces accommodate all plant simulation needs throughout the life cycle. It easily interfaces with plant applications like DCS and PLC control system emulators, including AVEVA Simulation for Foxborough controls and AVEVA Simulation for Triconic systems. And it also supports third-party simulation systems via an open API. AVEVA Dynamic Simulation preserves existing AVEVA Pro 2 simulation models, converting them into dynamic simulations, saving time and maintaining trusted methods. Just add a process control strategy to run the plot, and you're good to go. It also enhances dynamic process simulations with rigorous calculations, ensuring accuracy and robustness for the complex plant layouts and systems. It excels in modeling cold startups, from purge conditions to normal operations and shutdowns. This is a partial list of the vast component and thermodynamic systems that AVEVA Dynamic Simulation already has pre-programmed. It only serves as a demonstration and by no means a limitation.